Hey, it's Desiree Stafford. Welcome to today's video. I'm super excited about this topic because it's really my passion project. It's been what we're sharing, right? What I've been sharing over the entire week so far has been, what's really causing your business to go up and down? Why are you not experiencing consistent result? I need for you to have this insight, for you to have this understanding, so you stop wasting your time, money, and energy doing things that are not actually going to get you closer to what it is that you desire. Instead, what typically happens is people create the opposite of what they desire. So what I'm sharing with you today is really reason number 5 of 7 as to why your business isn't really growing as fast as you'd like. And so we're talking about feast or famine specifically. Like if you find yourself struggling with feast or famine, if you find yourself taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, if you find yourself, every time you have a big money month, all of a sudden you're hit with like this big bill, or the car breaks down, or someone gets sick, there's some kind of emergency. There's always like this way that you feel like you're being or you feel like you're sabotaging yourself. If you find yourself in that situation, then this video is for you. And I want you to really pay attention to what I'm sharing with you, because I don't hear a lot of people talking about it in the marketplace. And it is the number one reason why people are not experiencing the results that they want consistently with predictability. Now, this isn't to say that once you master what I'm going to share with you today, that you'll never have a problem again, right? Because every time we have a challenge, every time we have a setback, that's an opportunity for us to grow. It's not a stop sign, it's a growth sign. So you're going to need to expect and anticipate that things may not go as planned all of the time. But what I want for you to get from this video is that if it feels like you're sabotaging yourself, that's not cool. That's different than shit just happening, right? And being able to handle that shit that happens with grace. That's completely different than, feeling like you're on this constant roller coaster, like this constant mental, emotional, financial roller coaster. Okay? So let's talk about what this is. The biggest reason why you're not seeing consistent results, the biggest reason why you feel like you're sabotaging yourself, the biggest reason why you're stuck in feast and famine has nothing to do with your strategy. I know everybody wants to tell you that, and I'm a strategist myself, so strategy is a part of it, but it's not the whole thing, okay? The biggest reason is that your self-image, the way you see yourself, the way you perceive yourself, is not consistent with the results that you desire. It's not consistent. And if it's not consistent, then you're going to constantly do this up and down thing. Right? Because your self-image, it's that internal picture that you have of yourself. So it's not the way other people see you, because other people see you as awesome and, magnetic or whatever it is that they say to you. But if internally you don't agree with that, you will get results, but you will subconsciously find a way to bring yourself back down. Okay? You will subconsciously find a way to bring yourself back down. And I want to talk about this because, a lot of people talk about mindset, and I do too, and mindset is really powerful. But until you change your picture, doesn't matter what you learn about mindset, you're not going to absorb it. Okay? You're not going to absorb it. You're going to start to think, well, oh yeah, mindset strategies work and they work for someone else, but not really for me. That's why you're not seeing the consistent results, right? You need to be able to absorb it. So you need to be able to change how you see yourself. You need to be able to believe that you are a person capable of whatever success it is that you have a vision for. And if you have the vision, by the way, that means that you're able to actually achieve that, but you've got to get out of your own way. And the way that you get out of your own way is by learning to see yourself differently. By learning to see yourself as a person who not just can have the success that you desire, but see yourself as a person who's already capable of it. Like you already have everything inside of you to get the results that you desire and to hold on to those results consistently. But you've got to raise your self-image to match it. Okay? You've got to raise, hey, Lamika, how are you? You've got to raise your self-image to match it. Okay? Because what typically happens is, our self-image, the mental picture that we have of ourselves comes from things that we've heard. It's come from experiences, both good and bad, right? It's come from, criticism. It's come from judgment. It's come from other people's belief. All of the things that we tend to internalize, and we don't even know that we've internalized them. And then all of a sudden, we're this image that we've created based on everybody else's beliefs, right? And that's not going to support you in getting to where it is that you want to be. How are you? It's not going to support you in getting to where you want to be, because your vision for your life is different. So you've got to be able to, get yourself out of the spot. You've got to be able to get yourself out of a place of basically being almost like living a persona that someone else decided for you, right? Because these are, thoughts and beliefs of other people that you've typically internalized. That's really where your self-image is coming from, okay? And obviously you're the one responsible because you're the one who's internalized whatever this image is that you've created of yourself, okay? And a lot of times what reinforces it is we have a belief, and then so because we have a belief, anything that we believe is what we actually see in our reality. And so because we have the belief, we continuously recreate in our reality things that we may or may not like. In most cases, it's things that we don't like. If you're in a situation where your financial situation isn't where you want it to be, your business isn't where you want it to be, you're not working with as many clients or the type of clients that you want to work with, you've created that, okay? It's not your fault because you created it unconsciously, but you are responsible, right? You are responsible for changing that. So it starts with your self-image. And what will happen is the more you see your reality reflect to you what your self-image really sees, right? How you really see yourself, the more that belief becomes ingrained. And so you start to have all of this negative self-talk. You start to put yourself down. You start to say, well, yeah, of course I have a money problem because I've always had a money problem. Of course I can't be successful in business because I've never really been fully successful in business. Of course, my clients are not coming consistently because they never do. Like you start reinforcing that belief for yourself. And that, what does it do? Make your situation worse. So if you understand that internalizing negative things about yourself and beating yourself down with negative self-talk is what created a self-image that does not support you being, doing, or having what you truly desire, then what do you think is one of the ways that you can get yourself out of that? What do you think is one of the ways that you can actually raise your self-image? Okay? Give that some thought for a second, because it should be obvious based on what I just shared with you. I actually have a 7-step system that I walk my clients through so that they can change their self-image. But I want to share one of those tips with you today, okay? Because if you do this and you practice this and you do it consistently, you will start to see a significant shift in your self-image, okay? One of the tips I want to share with you is positive self-talk, okay? Positive self-talk. Now, I don't want you to dismiss it and say, well, I've heard that before. Just be more positive, because it's not that simple, to be quite frank with you. This is about you being extremely diligent with the conversations that you're having about yourself in your head. When I say diligent, I mean every time you have a negative thought, you need to stop yourself in your tracks and you need to reframe, or you need to focus on a positive statement to affirm to yourself instead of allowing, all of these negative thoughts to pile up. And the thing about this is it's very insidious when it happens. Okay, it's very, very insidious when it's happening. Because if you pay attention to how much negative self-talk you have, if you pay attention to how many times you complain about things, if you pay attention to how many times you give your power away to other people by letting them piss you off based on what they're doing that has absolutely nothing to do with you, even though it feels like it does, if you pay attention to that, you will find yourself stopping yourself I don't even say multiple because I don't even think that's accurate. Probably good 50 so or more times per day in the very beginning, if you start really paying attention, okay? And that's what it's going to require. It's going to require this kind of effort, right? To really pay attention to what you're saying to yourself, what thoughts you're allowing to persist and then become beliefs. What, the things that you hear from other people that you allow to penetrate and that you allow to really take you off track and lower your self-image, right? You've got to pay attention to all of that. When people talk about doing the work, this is the real work that you need to do. Okay, so strategy is important, yes, but I guarantee if you're in a position where you are in your business right now, and you are doing the work, like you're doing, you've tried strategy after strategy after strategy, and you're still not getting the result. Guess what? Strategy is not your big issue. Okay, you might need to tweak your strategy. You might need to do something a little bit different. One second. You might need to do something a little bit different, but the bottom line is you've got to work on your self-image, because even if you achieve a certain result, you're going to find yourself, like if you've experienced this before where you achieve a certain result, and then again, like I said, you're making 2 steps forward and then another step or 2 back, right? You have big money coming in and then all of a sudden it's gone. That is a pattern. That's a pattern. And it's telling you that your self-image is not in alignment with who you want to be, what you want to do, or what you want to have. Make sense? All right. Let me address you, Lamika, 1 second. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It is imperative, Lamika, that one success, you have to have a positive mindset. So what I mentioned earlier is that, yes, mindset. So, embracing positive thoughts is important, but you also want to pay attention to how you see yourself. Because there are a ton of people, and I was one of them, who's, people who read every single book, they go to every single workshop, they invest in all these mindset courses, they're tapping their brains out. I remember, like, my face would hurt from tapping so much. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I still not shifting? because you also need to go deeper than that. Yes, you want to work on your thoughts and beliefs, like in universal law, and understanding that we're all one mind, like all of that kind of stuff is important, but you also need to change your image of who you are at a core level. They're two different things. They're two different things. And this, I believe, is one of the reasons why people are so frustrated, that they have tried everything and they're still not getting the results. I actually read someone posted something on Facebook the other day, and they said something about, there's certain people who are perpetually challenged or have problems, something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that it has to be that way. Let me put it that way, because I really believe that there are so many people in this marketplace who are trying, who are giving it everything they've got, both in time, money, energy, everything. And they're still feeling like they're hitting their head against the wall. They're still feeling frustrated. They still don't understand why nothing is changing, no matter how hard they work. Those are the people that I actually like to support, because I understand what's holding them back, where most people in the marketplace don't. Most people in the marketplace only understand, well, yeah, I told you to follow this 10-point strategy. If you didn't do it, then you're not doing the work. That's bullshit. Because most people don't understand that there's another level to helping someone understand what's holding them back. It's not that people can't get results. We're all capable. We're all born with the ability to achieve whatever it is that we desire, which is why we have the vision to begin with. But if you lack the understanding of what's really holding you back, then no matter what you do externally, you're not going to get the consistent result that not only you desire, but you deserve. Make sense? All right. Awesome. So yeah, I agree with you, Lakeisha. It's everything. It's the overall, right? So you really need to understand who you are, who you're being, because the principle of success is really about being, doing, and having. So you really need to understand what your self-image is right now. And if it is not supporting you, and you can tell it's not supporting you because your results are so inconsistent, then I just shared with you what you can do. The positive self-talk about you to change your self-image, to change the way you see yourself. Okay? That's the foundation for everything. That's the foundation. That's how you get unstoppable confidence. That's how you can, go out into the marketplace and sell what you want to sell confidently, with conviction, feeling like that you can help your clients. You're not worried about, them challenging you on your fees or any of that kind of stuff. Obviously, you need to be able to structure your packages in the right way, make sure that they can deliver the results. But the bottom line, the foundational piece for anything that you do, not just in your business, by the way, but in your life in general, is making sure that your self-image is aligned with what it is that you want to be, do, and have. It has to be. It has to be. Unless you enjoy the up and down, the yo-yo, the stress, the frustration, the aggravation, the getting the result and then not knowing why you can't repeat the result, like any of that kind of stuff. If you're experiencing that, look at your self-image first. Make sense? All right. So thank you for being here. Thanks, Lakeisha, for your input. Lamika, I'm sorry about that. If you guys have any questions, you know how to reach out to me. Go to DesireeStafford.com and sign up for a free training, or reach out to me and see if I can support you in your business. If you like this video, I invite you to like it, comment, and share it. And then join me again tomorrow, because I'm going to share reason 6 of 7. So we're getting down to the bottom line here, but reason 6 of 7 as to why your business is not moving forward as fast as you would like. Because again, you have everything that you need in order to make the money you want, work with the kind of people you want, live the lifestyle that you desire, be able to do what you want to do with the people in your world that you actually love. You just got to figure out what's getting in your way. You just got to figure out what's getting in your way and remove it so that you can, live the life that you're here to live. Make sense? All right. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.